Welcome to a random one-shot, which we have yet to name, but we will do by the time we go live. This weird concept came to us randomly, and we've decided that everyone should play cats and try to escape from a house. So, who are the players tonight? Who are you? Who are you playing? And to celebrate Blame Someone Else Day, whose fault is it that we're playing this game? Starting with Squid.
Hello, I am Squid, and I am playing a 7-year-old tabby cat called Chairman Miaow. Blame Someone Else Day. I think, without getting political at the moment, just any fucker that has aspirations to be a politician is their fault, because they're all pricks.
Fair enough. Next we have Lenida.
Yes, it's me, Lenida, playing a 4-year-old cat named Dog. He's a Norwegian forest cat, sort of greyish, and I just blame humanity. Everyone except me, of course. So yeah, it's probably their fault.
Fair enough. Next we have Dragon.
Hello, I am Dragon. I am playing Fafnir, and hopefully he's not going to wake up and be super confused at his name being said all the time. But I am playing a 5-year-old black and white cat. He is half Maine coon, half Mog, and his dexterity is pretty good, but he forgets that he's quite heavy, so he can put his weight behind things, like opening doors.
Okay. Next we have Amy.
Hi, I'm Amy. I'm playing Hendrix. He's a ginger short hair and he's 5 years old. Yeah, I'm with Squid. Can we just blame the whole political system? Just like the whole parliament. I blame you.
Okay. And finally, AJ.
Hey, it's me, AJ. I'm playing Paw-fessor Sinis-purr, who's a 14-year-old black Burmese cat. And I blame Bellry, because if he'd have turned up, he wouldn't have broken up the Mrs. Butterworth Professor Sinister double team. Double team's the word. Double act.
Being double teamed by
Shots
Mrs.
fired.
Butterworth and Sinister does not sound good, but
That's a whole different podcast.
Depends what you're into, I suppose.
yeah, well, we shall see. So, as I said in the intro to this, the concept of this is you are all playing cats. You have all been accidentally trapped inside the sort of garage that's attached to a house, and you need to work out how to get out of the house itself. Because it is not your house, it is someone else's house, so it is all new to you, so you don't know anything about what you're about to come across. All you know is that the garage door has now shut and all of you are trapped inside. Some of you were in sort of nests, effectively, you'd made yourself from comfortable things you'd found lying, as cats usually do. The rest of you were just sort of wandering around in this garage as the door shut. So, all of you are now in. You, as I explained in the cast introduction to this, it is the equivalent of Homeward Bound, where you can speak to each other and completely understand what each other's saying, but if you want to interact with anything else, you have to make cat noises. So, the garage itself is quite open and sparse. There's a couple of shelves with some blankets and stuff on it. There are 2 doors leading out, one on the left wall, one on the back wall, and the garage door that's shut is to the right. What do you do?
Meow. I see. I will pad about and have a look if I can see if I can find another opening, whether it's a door or a window, other than the garage door.
Okay, there are 2 windows you can look out of if you want.
Can I reach the windows?
You can jump up on top of things and have a look at the windows.
I will do that.
Okay, roll your dex to make the jump. Okay. You jump up on the surface, you don't manage to slide off the table despite the sort of blanket that's on the table, and you're looking out the window. It's a relatively sunny day and you see that across the road that your owners are getting back.
My tail flicks from side to side. I want to go home.
Okay, what are the rest of you doing?
Is there a car in the garage?
There is not, no, it is left.
Oh, well, there goes that plan. I try scratching at the interior door. You said there was an interior door on the
There's
left-hand
interior
wall.
door, yes. You
Yeah,
can
we'll just,
scratch at
like,
it, so
scratch at it.
roll. Just do a normal roll, see where it goes. So you scratch at the door, you don't get anywhere, but you do leave some huge, like, hacked bits out of the door, like splinters behind you.
They'll all know Paw-fessor Sinis-purr has been here.
Does that door have, like, what type of handle? Is it like a circular one that turns, or is it a sort of bar that might be able to jump up and flipped?
It's a bar that you might be able to jump up and flick if you want.
I think when Professor Sinis-purr brings attention to the door, I think that's what Chairman Miaow's going to do.
Which door was it? Was it the door to the left or the door at the back?
The left, I said.
The left one.
Yeah, I'm going to the same one, so...
Okay, you jump up, you pull the handle, the door opens a little bit, and then it suddenly swings wide as like hundreds and hundreds of boxes start falling out. Can Sinis-purr and Chairman Miaow roll me to see if you get clear of the falling stuff fast enough?
Is this a dex check? Or...
Yep, totally a dex check. Okay, Chairman Miaow is very light on his feet, he is clear. Unfortunately, Paw-fessor Sinis-purr has had a coat land on top of him. Everything is dark and he's currently running around with a coat on top of him.
I'm fine with that.
Just falls asleep under the coat.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's warm.
Yeah.
Okay, so the rest of you have just seen this cupboard open with all these boxes fall out of it, and there are basically what looks like a coat just running around the floor. What are you going to do?
Hendrix is going to pounce. It's like, ooh!
Okay, roll.
Movement.
No, I don't.
You jump on it, it immediately smacks and pins you to the ground.
Ah! Surprise!
Yeah. Dog is just gonna sit there and licking his paws, watching interestedly on what the others are
true
doing.
Norwegian
It's
forest
like,
style, nothing phases you. Yes, okay.
yeah. It's just nice.
So, Paw-fessor Sinis-purr pins
Yeah, sorry
down
for that.
Hendrix to the floor, the other side of the coat. He doesn't know what it is. There's something scrabbling against the coat. What do you do?
How dare you attack me, unknown assailant?
Toy! Toy! Meow.
You
Meow.
will address me by my full title, Paw-fessor.
Professor Toy! But Hendrix is just going to bat.
Close enough.
Okay, can the two of you roll to see what happens in this amazing fight?
I'm getting nothing but low rolls.
Oh, natural
Three.
20!
Okay, Hendrix kicks Paw-fessor Sinis-purr in the face, and he flies backwards, lands on the ground. Although he's free of the coat, he has got quite a bad dazed face.
Ow, my face.
Hendrix
Hendrix
is
is
about
gonna
ready
leave
to
the coat.
pounce again
Toy.
at the newly revealed Paw-fessor Sinis-purr.
Oh. Cat!
Okay, roll. She jumps and gets caught up in the coat. So the two of you are sort of rolling around inside this coat.
At this point, the dog is going to jump the door straight ahead. I guess it has a handle as well.
It does, yes. Roll me dex. Yep. You open the door. There is a strange sort of whirring sound coming from the other side of the door as it slowly rolls open.
Meow. Meow.
Question mark.
So, is anyone going to explore this new room? Are you going to look around here further? What are you going to do?
I pad over to the new space and look through the doorway.
Okay. You see a set of stairs leading up.
What can I smell?
It smells like it's been recently hoovered, if you'd know what that is.
He's my cat, he wouldn't know what hoovering is.
Okay. It just smells like sort of warm rubber then.
He wrinkles his nose and starts padding forward.
Okay. What is the very speedy Chairman Miaow doing?
I think Chairman Miaow is just surveying and then is going to spray in the cupboard that he opened for having the audacity to try and fall on top of him and just sort of saunter up the stairs.
Spray a couple of old blankets and coats that you find. Then you do the thing where you shake your leg and drum it against the side.
Absolutely. Sort of shiver down the back spine.
So it's now the rolling coat that is Paw-fessor Sinis-purr and Hendrix.
Well, I want to extricate myself from the coat if I can and check out one of those boxes you said fell from the cupboard and see if I can fit in it.
Okay, roll. You run through the sleeve of the coat. It's a tight squeeze, but you do get your way through, and you find a box and you climb inside. It smells very strongly of dust.
Yeah, but do I fit in it?
You do, yes. Of course you do, you're a
Awesome. I'll see you all later, guys. I'm just gonna hang out here for a minute.
Hendrix is still playing with the coat because it's time. I must catch it. So all the wrinkles that it's making with its movements is all being chased.
Sort of destruction ball of coat. Okay.
Yes.
With all of this noise coming from behind him, Fafnir is moving up the stairs more quickly now. Also, ew, that stinks.
Okay, random event. Random event triggers. There's a very loud alarm starts firing in the corner of the garage.
Oh shit.
Everybody flee!
Yeah, I split as quickly as I can.
Okay. So you run up
Fafnir
the stairs.
speeds the fuck up and runs up the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah, same with Chairman Miaow.
You get to the top of the
That is
stairs.
bad noise.
There's a door in front of you. There's a door behind and to the left of you. And to the far left, there's an open bedroom. Looks quite a mess.
Are there any alarms going off up here?
It sounds like the alarm is mostly coming from the garage.
Okay.
Is the whirring sound coming from upstairs or from downstairs?
You can't hear much at the moment because all you can hear is the alarm.
Okay. Dog is familiar with this noise and thinks it's a free ride somewhere. So dog is going to try to find the whirring noise again
Okay.
downstairs.
Okay, are you going back down the stairs?
Well, I haven't gone up the stairs actually, so I'm
Alright.
still on the downstairs. So
Okay. So everyone else is running towards you as this very loud noise is the other side of the door.
yeah, well, I'm gonna run from the noise, but still downstairs, not upstairs, and see if I can find the whirring noise instead. The noise that I like.
The stairs only lead up.
Oh, so so there's no bottom floor. It's just
No,
upstairs.
just where you are.
All right. So yeah, upstairs then with the other guys. See if
Okay.
we can hear the noise of my free ride.
You get to the top of the stairs. As I said, there's a door basically in front of you that's lying open that seems to lead to what looks like a very large sort of kitchen dining room area. There's a door behind you which seems to lead to a small room that smells quite damp. And there's the bedroom to your left. What do you want to do?
Under the bed.
Chairman Miaow was going to run in and see if there was a window that was open in the bedroom.
Okay, roll me intelligence. You run into the room, you jump onto the bed and jump up to the sort of cabinet behind the bed. You don't slam straight into the window thinking it's open. So the back bedroom does have two windows, but they're both very much closed.
Dog will run into the kitchen area,
Okay,
looking for the sweet sound.
okay, the kitchen area.
Fafnir is in the middle of the bed, like crouching, hackles raised,
Mhm.
unimpressed.
Okay. Is Paw-fessor Sinis-purr under the bed, you said?
I am, yes.
Okay.
Surveying my new domain.
When you run to the bed, you encounter a very large rat. What do you want to do?
Well, I can swipe at it.
Okay, roll. Yep, you smack the rat. The rat in return tries to bite you back and ends up biting you very gently on the paw.
Ah, the audacity of it all. How dare you? I mean, wait, no, that's a rat noise. Meow, meow, meow.
So
Are you going to try and intimidate this rat?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, make cat noises, intimidate the rat.
Meow, 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 meow. Trying to put the Professor Sinister voice onto purring is very tricky.
Okay. So the rest of you all hear this commotion. What do you want to do? Apart from Dog's away from the kitchen.
Investigate.
Yeah, Chairman Miaow's definitely going to jump down from the window ledge.
Okay.
Fafnir howls. He's not impressed, and there's too many other cats here. And now there's a thing.
Okay. When you look under the bed, you see this massive rat that has just bitten Paw-fessor Sinis-purr. So, are you wanting to engage this gigantic grey rat?
Hendrix is just like, toy! Is gonna try and bite out.
Roll. Hendrix
17.
charges full speed, leaps and sort of rolls around with the rat. The rat looks incredibly panicked as Hendrix's claws are dug right into its sides.
Toy!
I think Chairman Miaow's just going to puff himself up and release a big.
Okay. Let's see what the rat does. The rat doesn't do anything. It's completely paralyzed by Hendrix's claws in its side. So it's...
Hendrix is just like rolling around with it, like batting it and playing
Yep.
with it, going,
Yep.
"Die!"
Back
Will you
legs
just
going.
kill it? Will you just kill it already?
But then the fun will be over.
Fafnir jumps down, looks under the bed, and attempts to decapitate the rat.
Okay, roll.
Do it.
Yep. As sort of Hendrix rolls past, Fafnir basically just grabs the rat by the back of the neck and just kills it dead.
Good. Good.
Hendrix is just gonna stand over it and like tap the lifeless body and just really
Blood is
deject.
like oozing everywhere at this point.
Fafnir gently cleans his whiskers and wanders off.
Okay. So what is the Paw-fessor and Hendrix and Chairman Miaow doing now?
Taking a moment to just ponder whether that rat was also a person turned into an animal before realizing it's a bit late.
There's another podcaster.
Hendrix is just gonna be like a really sad meow and just go, "Oh, oh."
Fafnir flicks an ear as he walks away.
I think Chairman Miaow's going to go over and give it a good sniff and kind of consider eating it. but just thinks against it the last minute. Goes out to the hallway again.
Okay. So is the Professor or Hendrix leaving at the moment, or are they just going to stand over this?
I want to look out the window, see if there's anything that Chairman Miaow missed.
Okay, roll. You're not charging at the window, so it's not going to be a, do you smack into the window. You climb up
I've
top
got a
and you look
video of that.
outside, you can't really see much, though you do see a couple of birds that intrigue you.
Interesting. Soon. So I'm just looking out the window at these birds thinking, I wonder which podcast they used to host.
I wonder what they're tweeting.
Drum roll,
So-
please.
So at this point we'll cut to Dog. So Dog has wandered into the sort of kitchen dining room area. To your left there is a massive sort of freestanding kitchen unit, which looks like it has some sort of food on the surface. To your right there is a small table, and on the table there is some small rodent on a wheel that's making a whirring noise.
Meow. That's the noise I've been looking for. Meow.
I'm gonna
Yes, Charlie.
jump off. I'm gonna jump up on the small rodent with a special sound.
Okay, so you walk up to the rodent cage. It seems to be running in quite a large wheel.
Ooh. I'm just gonna sort of try to stick my paw in and just, tap it a little bit playfully.
Are you trying to tap the wheel, or are you trying to tap the rodent?
I'm trying to tap the rodent.
Okay, roll your int.
Let's see,
Yep, you put your paw in, you don't manage to tap the rodent, but you do manage to tap the wheel, and it keeps moving your paw down as he goes up. So you're quite confused by this concept.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
Okay, at this point I think we will return to Fafnir.
Fafnir can hear this and is moving towards the kitchen.
Okay, as you walk from the
Here.
bedroom, there to your left there is what looks like some sort of very damp smelling rooms off to the side, and there's the door on the right that leads into the sort of kitchen dining area.
Ooh, get distracted and go to the left. Water. I wonder if there's any fresh water.
Okay,
And goes looking for a drink.
If there's any corpses, we can eat their eyes. Just saying.
No, I prefer fresh water, thank you.
Suit yourself.
okay, so Fafnir walks up, there's a door sort of half open that leads to what looks like a massive utility style room with a sink, and there's like a giant washing machine with the door hanging open. There's fresh water running down the edge of the sink.
Can I hear any movement in here?
Do me a normal roll. No, you are too distracted by the sound of running water.
Ooh, so I trot in, wiggling slightly, and go and lap up some of the water.
Okay.
Is it fresh?
Let's see. Yeah, it's alright.
Fafnir's quite distracted for now then.
Okay. So we'll cut back to the chairman.
I think Chairman is going to try and catch up with the others. And what else was there that hasn't been investigated yet? I've kind of lost track a wee bit of where we've been and where we haven't been.
The bedroom itself just seems to have had the bed, the dead rat beneath it, and a couple of things lying on the floor, but it's mostly just rubbish and clothing. Nothing that really appeals to you. The corridor to the kitchen, the end of the corridor is the stairs back down to the garage, where you can still hear the alarm going off. To the left is what looks like the room that Fafnir went into, and to the right, all you know about that room is that's where Dog went. And behind you is the Paw-fessor and Hendrix, who are both sitting beside the dead rat, one of them cawing quite sadly that this toy is dead, and the other one seems to be plotting something.
It's a good note to have.
I'm getting away from those two nut jobs as quickly as possible, I think.
The Paw-fessor is always plotting something.
Fair play. I think Chairman Miaow's going to go after Fafnir because they seem like they're the most sensible of the group.
Okay, so you walk into the room and you see Fafnir up on the surface lapping away at the water.
Fair enough. Anything else in here? Any other windows or other doors or anything?
Not in that room, no. There just seems to be things like there's a washing machine with the door open, and there is a laundry basket that looks like it's full of lots of weird things.
I think Chairman Miaow is going to get in the washing basket and just make some biscuits.
Okay. So while one's distracted drinking water and the other's distracted making biscuits, what are Hendrix and the Professor doing?
I think I'm going to walk down to where Dog went and just sort of creepily look around. It's kind of the way I stalk around.
Okay, and Hendrix?
Hendrix is just going to trot after them. He's forgotten his pain of his friend dying and not being able to play with him anymore, so he's going to trot after him and see if there's anything interesting about.
Okay.
Hendrix got a bit of a short attention span, would you say?
Yes. He has 2 in intelligence. Not so smart.
Okay. So the Professor and Hendrix walk into the sort of open area and they see Dog pawing at a cage off to the side.
Hey, look guys, there's a toy here. Come play.
Toy?
Yes.
Gonna bow up
Toy.
the cage.
Okay, Hendrix, give me a
Fun toy.
int roll.
Oh,
Dance,
dear.
puppets, dance.
14.
Yep, Hendrix bounds right on top of the cage, not onto the side and pulling it over. He just lands on top of it, looking down, and he's very excitedly looking down at the spinning wheel beneath him.
Toy! How do I get in?
Yes, you can come here where I am and play with it, and I can do other stuff. Yes.
Headbutt it.
Yeah, don't listen to the Professor. He's apparently not in a playing mood today.
Do it.
Hendrix is gonna chirp. He's gonna chirp at the hamster and try and get it to come over. Come over. I can't do it. Can't do the little.
Oh, God.
That sounds pretty accurate.
Okay, so what is the Professor doing, or is he just going to watch on and just cackle?
Yeah, I'm supervising.
Okay. So it's now
Dog
Dog.
is I'm gonna let Hendrix have her fun with the hamster and start looking up windows if there's any in the vicinity.
There is a massive, full, top to bottom window. Seems to last one of the entire walls next to the hamster cage. So you can go and look at that. Again, you see the birds that were seen outside by the Professor earlier.
Well, yeah. I'll just go up to the window and look at the birds for a while.
Okay.
Studying them.
Can Hendrix do me a dex check, please?
Is this to see if I can get in?
Is to see how you get on. Yep.
21.
You somehow manage to, sort of wiggle your paw inside the cage. It's still, patting the wheel as it's spinning round. You notice the hamster has stopped moving, but you keep moving the wheel yourself with your paw.
Run! Ride your little wheel.
What type of hamster
I
is
help
it?
you.
It's your standard sort of small, sort of beige coloured hamster.
Ah, right, okay.
Syrian
So it's a
hamster.
Syrian one, so that it's a real bastard, is what you're saying.
Yes. So,
Try poking it, Hendrix.
I want to get it. I want to touch it.
Okay.
I suppose to just try to get his paw through and like actually get to the hamster.
Do me another roll.
Another dex one.
Yep. Yep, you managed to
24.
get your paw even further through it, and you managed to just scrape the edge of the hamster. It seems to be frozen in place as you just gently paw it just on the edge of it, just pawing it, and the hamster's just like completely frozen in place.
Now don't kill the toy, Hendrix. That's bad. Then you can't play anymore.
good. It tastes so good in my mouth.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's probably what the Paw-fessor wants. Be careful though.
A mortal mind such as yours cannot possibly comprehend what the professor wants.
Oh. So you're immortal then, Paw-fessor?
Well, obviously.
I mean, you have some years on your neck, but yeah. I wouldn't call you immortal, though. But you have fun believing that.
You better watch that tongue, young whippersnapper.
I don't want to tell you where this tongue has been, but it's an experienced one.
You've licked a few
Don't
assholes
come
in
there.
your day, is that what you're saying?
Yes, of course. That's what I've been licking.
Touche, turn it round on me.
Doug is just gonna go grind his back against like the side of the window along the wall, just at the base of the tail to mark his territory.
Okay. Is the professor doing anything, or just sort of trying desperately to come up with a better response to Dog?
Yeah, pretty much. Wait, no. Oh, no, come back to me.
So is Hendrix happy just gently touching the edge of this hamster, or is it going to try and eat it?
No, he's desperate to get in. He's gonna like use his back feet to try and get into this like cage. He's like, I want it. Another dex, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
9.
Hendrix has got himself stuck. It's like he's put his paw in just past the elbow and he can't get it back out. So he's now kicking against the wall to try and get his paw free.
Put your
Yeah,
second
you panic.
paw in there, pull it out.
He'd panic. He'd be like, I'm stuck. Stuck.
Natural 20.
My nose.
Yes, the Hendrix flips upside down, kicks off the wall, the entire cage comes flying away, lands on the ground with the loudest smash you've ever heard. Hendrix is now free and rolls clear as the massive noise sort of reverbs around the room. What do you do?
Pancake. Pancake and freeze. Eyes darting around the room. Going, oh no, I'm in a mess. Shit.
So the entire cage is smashed beyond recognition. The whole sort of floor is now covered in a blend of hay, sawdust, shattered bowls, food, and somewhere amidst it all there is a hamster running around. This noise, however,
So
has alarmed Fafnir and Chairman Miaow.
Fafnir's head whips round and he hisses and wonders if there's anywhere to escape further away from that noise.
All you hear is
I think Chairman Miaow's more surprised by the hiss and responds. He just responds in kind. Arches the back, just freaked out by being locked in this strange place.
So the two of you just hissing at each other at the moment.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the professor and Dog doing? As this massive cage
I think
is
on the
flying
cage,
off?
I was gonna say, I think with the cage exploding, Professor would be like jumping pretty high and then just flighting it towards the nearest like away, if you know what I mean.
Which would be behind the sort of kitchen standalone unit thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and Dog is probably just doing like flying 4 feet in the air with all 4 paws jumping at the same time, just like boing up on the kitchen aisle
Okay.
as well.
So Dog jumps up on it. He sees that there's been a chicken left out as he runs past. So as silence begins to settle, with Hendrix sort of sitting in the middle of the room, like frozen in place, the straw rustling as in the hamster must be over there somewhere, the professor hiding behind the kitchen unit looking round at the sort of shattered cage, and Dog sitting sort of behind the sink looking round at it as well. What are you all going to do?
Hey, Professor, I think there's some food for you up here. Why don't you come join the feast?
Look, boy, I'm intelligence 4. I'm not gonna fall for your caterwauling.
Dog is just gonna bite off a chunk of the chicken and just spit it out on the professor.
Okay.
Professor. Here you go, Professor.
You rip this massive chunk of chicken skin off and throw it down towards him. Lands on his head.
I'm not happy about that. I shake it off. I don't need my food pre-chewed.
And this massive bit of chicken skin sticks to the wall of the kitchen unit to your side.
What is it in the shape of?
It's just sort of a big like splatter of chicken skin stuck to the wall.
A bad omen.
Dog is just gonna walk away and just sort of, stuff his back feet and just like sweeping up on the chicken.
Okay.
Like a cat's just done when they're in the kitten litter.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of just, yeah. I'm gonna go look for another window.
You scratch huge like rips into the surface of the kitchen surface. So let's go back to Fafnir and Chairman Miaow. Are you still hissing at each other, or has there anything been resolved?
I think Chairman Miaow's got a bit bored of that, and I think just sort of looks at Fafnir and goes, he's still making biscuits in the laundry basket, and just sort of goes, mine, and sprays on all of the clothes and goes to see what's happening in the other room.
Well, at least you're playing in character. Is Fafnir going to come as well, or is Fafnir just going to stay in the room?
Again, Fafnir is going to wrinkle his nose. He very much disapproves of these smelly toms. And goes through tentatively. Kind of like peers round and looks through the doorway into the kitchen, and looks at them and is deeply unimpressed.
Okay, so when you look into the kitchen, you see Dog standing on top of the kitchen unit, like rubbing his back feet against a chicken. You see a smashed cage off to one side, and the straw that it was in the cage is rustling. And in front of you, you just see this massive room, and at the other end, there seems to be a TV and a couch. What do you want to do?
I go towards the couch.
Okay. As you get sort of halfway across the room, you notice to your left there is 2 steps leading up to a massive door. It looks like the main door into the house.
Ooh. I go up to the door, and I start trying to paw under the door.
Okay.
Is it the outside? Can I smell outside?
You can smell outside.
This is how we get out. We don't have any biped sleeves to open it. Are there windows next to it?
Nope. You notice when you sort of look round past the sort of TV and couch, there seems to be another small corridor, which you can see there must be at least one room leading off of.
Oh well. It probably smells better than where they've all been. So Fafnir trots forward and goes exploring, with his tail held high and the end just wiggling a little bit.
Okay. So
Is
what's the
the
chairman
TV
doing?
like is a TV an old style sort of tube TV, or is it a modern sort of flat screen
It's a
one?
modernish one. Are you going to go and try and lie on it?
I was, if it was going to be still hot on the back.
It might be. Having had a cat still try and lie on top of a TV that's that thin, yes, they definitely do want to try that.
That's exactly what Chairman Miaow's going to do.
So roll to see how you get on. Roll a dexterity roll to try and carefully walk along the TV to a point where you can lie down. You manage to walk along the TV. It does start wobbling under you quite badly though. Are you going to carry on or are you going to leap off?
Like any cat I've ever had, of course you're going to carry on. It's either going to stop wobbling or break. There's no in between. I is bold boy.
You keep going, but after a couple of seconds it wobbles too much. You jump clear as the flat screen sort of flips almost 360 and smashes in a really dramatic fashion on the floor. Give me a dex roll to see how you get on jumping off this falling TV.
Ooh, ouchie.
You do land, but your tail gets caught under the falling TV.
Oh
no!
So Chairman Miaow is now running around the room going, ah!
Bent tail. I think even a flat screen is going to broken it a wee bit.
You've probably got a kink in the end of your tail that you're not going to get rid of.
Yeah.
At the crash, Fafnir has gone from trotting to running away from this noise. With his ears flat.
Okay.
And
For Fafnir, there's a door to the left, there's a door straight ahead, or there's the corridor that continues on to the right. But I'll let you decide what you're doing while I ask everyone else what they're doing. So, what is Dog, Hendrix, and the Professor doing?
I think I want to investigate the crash.
Okay.
Yeah, Dog is going to do that as well. Very interested in just, there's a lot of noise going on here.
Meow.
Hendrix will slink behind everybody, but be a bit like wary. Because he's like, I made a lot of noise, and there's another big noise. Oh, was that me?
Okay. As you walk over to the TV, you notice that it's starting to get a lot warmer in here, and you notice that around the TV there's some sort of like sparks going off.
Oh no.
Not the same as when everyone had a large Trinitron or something like that.
Warm and cozy. Maybe I'll just jump off on the sofa here and have a little nap.
You jump on the sofa as there's a definite fire started in front of you.
This is how we'll make it out. This is how we'll make it out of the house, rescued by some fire.
Cozy? Cozy?
And
Yeah, for now, Dog is just
hot in here for
curl
my
up.
taste.
It's very
curl up on
warm
the
at
sofa
least.
and just, yeah, warm and cozy.
I think Chairman Miaow's just sort of curled around now and sort of licking the end of his tail where it hurts.
You're just watching the fire on the other side of the room, just like, nothing to do with me.
I absolutely did not start that.
Okay. What is Hendrix doing?
He's kind of in the room, but smelling the smoke and going, no, it's not good. He's gonna try and have a look around and probably see if he can find Fafnir. He seemed to know what was good. He seemed to know what he was doing.
Okay.
Where's the other kitty? Hello, friend.
Okay. So we will cut back to Fafnir.
So, which of the direction options is the same way as the front door was, or the main door was?
The same way, there's the one to your immediate left.
I will go to the left.
Okay. The door is pushed
What can
over.
I-
Do you want to put your paws up and open it?
I will try.
Okay, do me a strength check.
Oh dear.
Yep, you manage it fine. The door pushes open as it slams into the wall and knocks what looks like some sort of picture off the wall, which lands on the floor in front of you. You're
Fafnir
standing in an
jumps.
office. It looks like you're standing in an office with a sort of desk table in the middle, a quite large leather chair, and some sort of like there's like a couple of printers and like scanners and stuff like that on the back wall in front of a window.
Ooh, window.
If there's a phone in here, someone should dial 999.
Fafnir flicks an ear as he goes over to jump on top of the scanners to check out the window.
Okay. Roll to climb over all the electrical stuff. Yep, you sort of wander over them, stamping on them as all cats do. So you knock over a phone, but carry on, and you're sort of standing, looking out the window, sitting on top of a printer.
Is the window open?
No.
Is there a lock?
It seems to be quite securely shut.
If I put my paws on the window, do you think I could break it?
It looks quite thick, but you could always try.
Wait. Fafnir suddenly has a brainwave and goes, how far down is outside?
You're literally on the first floor?
First floor is one floor up.
Oh no.
Yeah, first floor or ground floor.
You're ground floor.
Okay. Right. Okay. He jumps down and goes to sharpen his claws on the leather seat.
Okay. Okay, so it's now back to the Paw-fessor and Hendrix.
Well, the professor's not a fool, and he doesn't like fire. He likes the warmth, but he doesn't like fire. He's been around the block a few times. You know, he's seen his share of bonfire nights, and it's no fun. So he's leaving the room with the fire, just on the off chance that it starts like screaming and exploding. You know.
It's slowly spreading.
Yeah, getting away from that. Where to though? I'm not sure.
You have the choice
You can
of
follow
going.
me.
You can go the way that Fafnir went. You can go back to where the sort of straw and hamster is, and back that way. You still hear the alarm from the garage, though it's quite quiet where you are.
Might go where Fafnir went.
Okay. So what's Hendrix doing?
Hello, friend. Hello, friend.
Yes,
what are you
hello.
doing?
Going down here.
So am I. I'll be looking for our other friend.
It seems so.
So the fire has now spread to the surrounding sort of unit that the TV was on. So what are the chairman and dog doing?
Well, it's a little bit too warm now to be comfortable, and he doesn't really like the fire that much anymore. So dog is just gonna. Yeah, it was nice and cool down in the basement, so I'll just trot down there. So dog is gonna go back down to the garage and find a nice cool spot close to the garage door that leads to the outside, and just curl up there and chill.
Okay.
How close is the fire to the front door?
Let's say that when looking at it from a plan, the fire is off to the left, sort of top left corner, and the door is like the center bottom. So it's pretty far away.
Chairman's not the smartest cookie in the jar and has seen someone flicking a letterbox to get someone's attention to be let in, and just assumes that the opposite is the case, that if you flip it from the inside, someone will let you out from the outside. So he's going to try and just flip the letterbox to try and make noise to bring someone's attention.
Okay, that's fine. So dog's gone back there, chairman's gone there. So we're back to Fafnir, and so as Fafnir is sharpening claws on the leather, the Paw-fessor and Hendrix appear. What are the three of you going to do?
There's a fire occurring in the next room. Just thought you should know.
Yes, that's funny.
Thank you, friends. Outside. Safety through that window. Let's check the other rooms. And he stalks out and goes to check on the next room over.
Okay. As you start moving towards the next room, you notice that the wall, because it's like a sort of corridor you're walking down now, the wall that's got its back to where the TV would be is slowly beginning to bubble.
I'm assuming that I can feel it hot on my fur.
Yes. There's quite a lot of strong heat coming from that room. There's a door to your left, there's a door slightly further on, also to your left, and there's a door right at the end in the middle that seems to be lying open, which looks like another bedroom.
I'll go for the one in the middle.
Okay. You walk up to the one in the middle, the door is closed over, you want to put your paws up and try and open it?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll. Yep, you managed to push the door open. Inside, it seems to be a very small room containing what looks like a very large cage with birds in it.
Is there a window?
There was one window right at the back.
Is it open?
No.
Fafnir ignores the birds because he's not hungry and goes to jump up and have a good look at this window to see if there's any way of opening it.
Okay, it's now Hendrix and the Paw-fessor.
How smoky is it getting in here?
Quite. As in, the carpet is also slowly catching fire, so the middle room is beginning to become an inferno.
Well, we don't want to get caught in that.
Oh, it's very, very. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Is there any way I can push the printer into the window?
Don't think you can push it through the window. You might be able to try and push it against the window, maybe.
I might try that.
Do me an intro.
An intro?
Yep.
Okay.
You shove the printer. From outside, it must look quite hilarious to watch this cat shove this printer against the window, and there's a sort of boom as it hits the window.
Yeah. Bloody Lex Mark.
It's not got quite the cannon factor.
Oh.
Oh dear. Well, that's what I'm doing.
Oh, brother.
Oh.
Need it help?
Yeah.
Need help?
Straight out of a book of H.P. Lovecraft, but yeah.
Yes. Let's stop the printer.
It's the paper demon. It's the paper demon.
Quick, turn on the laptop and print out 999. We'll
So there is a computer there. You can try that if you want. So what is Hendrix doing?
Oh, I was helping Paw-fessor Sinis-purr.
So the two of you just sort of pushing this printer against the window, looking at it.
Yeah,
really confused.
I'm hitting it and kicking it, batting it and stuff.
just attacking.
Okay. At this point, Dog hears a sound of like something going off, and the alarm stops, and the rollers go up for the garage, and you hear someone going, "What's this thing? What's the alarm going off for?"
Everybody meow.
Well, Dog's the only one there at the moment, so
Trying to meow as loud as I can while I run out the garage door.
Can
Yep.
we hear the garage door, or can we sense that the air has changed?
you can't hear the garage door, no, because the fire. Well, you can actually hear the alarm has stopped.
Okay.
Investigate.
Can we hear Dog meowing?
No, you do see Dog a couple of minutes later standing outside at you, sort of waving at you.
wagging my tail, just like, yeah, look guys.
Hendrix is going to try and converse with him through the window.
Hey, when did Doc get outside?
I think Fafnir's just going to see if he can get past the fire to get to the garage.
Okay. You sort of run straight past the fire and run down the stairs, and you see a very bewildered looking man looking at all the boxes that have been pulled out the cupboard and like picking up a couple of things and sniffing them and going, ugh.
So I'm going to go outside and then sit down and wash my face and then start
like a millimetre
meowing
outside,
incredibly
yeah.
loudly to try and get the rest of them to come out.
Okay. So the rest of you do me a check to see if you can hear Fafnir meowing.
Screaming.
Hendrix hears nothing.
Neither does Chairman Miaow. He's still too busy, like, clawing away at the letterbox.
The professor hears. The other two don't. Hendrix is too busy beating up a printer.
The paper monster! Hit it!
Time to skedaddle, I think.
What? Where you going, Fred? Fred, where you
This way.
going?
Oh, for God's sake. This way. I run for the exit.
Are you going to stop and do anything about Chairman Miaow? Like battering the letterbox?
He's just like that way with the sort of arm and the paw halfway out the letterbox, like patting on the outside of the door.
Do we pass him on the way, though?
You do
That's
pass
the
him,
thing.
yes.
Yes.
Yes, I'm next to the fire, starting to get a bit singed.
Fred, come with us,
Yes, I
Fred!
Is there not fire in between us and the chairman?
No,
At this point,
You're going around the edge of the fire, which is spreading quite far now. So you pass the chairman. Are you going to grab him on the way past?
Come with us, Fred!
I think noticing the fire when brought to attention, I think he will turn.
Yeah.
And follow, yes.
Okay. So the rest of you run down the stairs and outside as you see this bewildered human start to walk up the stairs and gets very alarmed that 3 cats have just sped past him. And then they see the fire.
Chairman
and
now
hear them
sprays
start-
him on the way past, obviously, as well.
It was the communists.
So the human has started running outside, running after you, shouting "Fire! Fire!" So, are you waiting around to see what happens next, or are you just going to all dissipate very slowly back into your original
If there's a
circles?
suitable tree nearby, I think
Yeah, I want to observe.
Chairman
Yeah.
Miaow's going to climb into a tree and just watch the fun.
I think Dog is gonna join the others and just have a licking of the paws while watching the.
Are we all just going to
fiery
sit in the
inferno.
wall and watch as this house burn?
Yes.
Oh, hell
And just
no.
have a bath. And have a bath. That's it.
Yep, and have a
It's
bath
just
at the same
going
time.
Have a bath. Yep.
Yep.
Nope. Mama Dragon is home. I run over, I jump up on the windowsill, and I scream and I tap my claws off of the window till the window opens.
Okay. So Fafnir has been let in then.
And then watches from inside the window.
So you watch as these very big, loud engines appear and put the fire out, and you notice the human that you ran past being very angry, pointing at the group of you, going, one of them! It's their fault!" And the firemen are just sort of very sort of like, whatever.
I kind of gesture with my head towards the chairman in like what I hope is a very subtle way.
So,
Yeah.
as chaos is somewhat averted, or at least not for the rest of you this week, we bring it to an end. So, hopefully for a stupid single one-shot, hopefully it's been enjoyable to listen to. So, if any of you have anything you wish to add before we stop?
Meow.
Ow.
Meow.
That was brilliant.
If you'd like to try this game for yourself, all the details can be found on our website at penancerpg.com. Let us know how your games go by tagging Penance RPG on social media.